the stadium, and then a shunt, and the two teammates hit each other. They nudge, they nudge!
Not now, thank you.
Yeah. Daniel Abt is using his fan boost now.
I was going to say, Mortara made the decision for him.
He's spun! Mortara has spun down at Hong Kong Station when he looked to be in control of the E-Prix. And Daniel Abt now is leading the race on his birthday with just 2.5 laps to go. Mortara's thrown it away. Oh, the back end just drifts away at turn 1. And he's sitting there trying to get it into gear and trying to fire it up again. What a disaster for Eduardo Mortara. Here comes Daniel Abt through the final corner on his 25th birthday to win an E-Prix for the first time in Hong Kong.
Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, my friend! Congratulations! Yeah! 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 Hell, this has been way too long.
My first win on my 25th birthday, and then having that taken away an hour later because of a very small technical thing. Not even a technical, it was a passport that was filled out wrong. So, I mean, really stupid to have that kind of mistake, but had a big impact. I'm driving at my best here in this championship. But of course, if you know you had a lot more points without the disqualification and stuff, and you would be much more further up. You look at it and you're not 100% satisfied, of course. But you cannot change the past, you can only change the future, and it's still a lot of races to come.
And here we go, that's a bold move from Andre Lotterer, sends it, isn't getting it stopped. Oh, the two clunk into each other rather clumsily, but Lotterer gets the job done. Bird tried to undercut him, but Lotterer had to brake so hard to keep it out the wall. Oh, okay, so Lucas Di Grassi almost got him there. He's going to get the undercut here, and Lotterer is going to, squeeze him. Oh, that is cheeky.
What kind of is this? What is happening?
Well, apologies for Lucas Di Grassi's language there, as he says, what kind of racer is Andre Lotterer? What is he doing?
Remember we talked about frustration?
Yeah, and he is not happy with Lotterer's defensive moves. Where is he going to find that overlap, Di Grassi, or is he going to send it up the inside maybe? Can Lotterer even make it to the end because he's got such little energy remaining? Here it comes from Di Grassi, he's going to nudge him in the back.
He's pushing him.
Trying to push him out wide.
Told you, turn 9.
Not quite able to do it. I'm not overly sold on some of his defensive work out there. Di Grassi is second.
Third.
Oh, Bird's
Bird's
got the
gone.
front right. Bird is in third, but he hasn't got a front right wheel.
What an idiot!
Did Lotterer run out of energy?
Yeah, of course, because he's a f***ing idiot!
You can't change direction when a car is much quicker than you like that. If you've run out of energy, tough, you know, you can't just do what he did. So I'm disappointed by that, by his driving standard, and I'm disappointed that I've destroyed the car, but I'm happy with the podium.
The way Andre behaved on track today was not professional at all. With me and I think with Sam, I have to check the video. He was not only closing, he was really like pushing into the wall twice, even when he ran out of energy. And if he doesn't get a penalty for the next race, I don't think you can behave in any worse manner on track.
Lucas Di Grassi said that your defensive moves weren't really above board. Would you agree with that?
I don't know what you're talking about, where everything was clean. He actually hit me in the hairpin, so he should review his standards.
Before you can race the CBMM Niobium Punta del Este E-Prix, you must qualify.
Bye-bye, Bollard. Oh, chucking it through. This was the Bollard attack. Oh, he's broken the front wing, yeah. Now, this is the thing, though. Turby's under investigation. And presumably he is as well, because you're not actually allowed to hit that Bollard, because you can't be... You might
Is it a track limits
lose your lap
issue?
because that's a track limits thing. Because if you can just hit the Bollard, you drive right over the middle of the Bollard. Does he hit the Bollard here? No, neat and tidy. But he's 4/10 down now on Alex Lynn.
Who's under investigation too now, so yeah, I think it is the Bollard, Jack.
The rules are, you hit the Bollard, your lap's done. They hit the Bollard. Bam,
And again,
bam,
he hit
Bollard
it.
hit it. He bollarded it, which is now a verb. Fascinating.
under investigation.
Yep, Degrassi under investigation too.
Yeah, look, he's offline now. He's hit the ground. It's probably the first time he's bottomed and he's thinking, oh no. Oh, it was the back wheel.
Just nicked it.
Oh, yeah, here he comes. So Vern on his flying lap, right up towards the wall now as he comes down into the next chicane. Crunches those curves.
That was not a good exit,
slow,
Jack.
yeah.
He had to over
Half a
slow.
second down.
It doesn't make sense to finish the lap on them.
Yes, just to finish, to be sure for your officials.
Vern saying, I've messed this up, and they're saying, just finish the lap. Because if he finishes the lap, he may still get second on the grid.
Why have they not told him, look, mate, you know, whatever happens here, keep going, because there's 3 guys, there's a good chance that they're moving to, you know, 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
So Degrassi on provisional pole, but under investigation. Lynn in 2nd, but under investigation. Never mind the bollards.
Very good, Jeff.
Thank you very much. I was pleased with that.
I mean, in my understanding, that's no problem. So yeah, from my side, I think it's fine.
We're going to see what the FIA think of that.
I'm sure we are. So yeah.
Ollie, also under investigation.
I don't think I am.
So you are actually under investigation as well because you did hit the bollard.
I didn't realise. Well, I never saw my name on the screen, so.
We're actually going to quickly watch it back now.
Okay. I was nowhere near the bollard, so.
That's the wrong lap. So Mitch, depending on which way this goes, this could be a pole position for you.
I think it's illegal for sure, like what they did. No.
So Alex Lynn says, oh no, you're allowed to hit the bollard. Mitch Evans says, no, you're not allowed to hit the bollard. Who knows?
And Oliver said, I never even hit it in the first place.
Yeah. This investigation is about the pylon on the chicane, and they were super clear with us yesterday on the briefing saying that pylon is only for driver reference, has nothing to do with track limits. So I don't even know what the investigation is on.
Well, if in fact the bollard is there for driver reference, why isn't there one in every chicane?
Well, then why, if it's only there for, why would they, like Degrassi says, why would they investigate if...
We'll soon find out.
Yeah.
Why would you even bring it up?
Yeah,
well.
Should we keep guessing?
We've been put to the back. We're just waiting, I said, for the final position. The issue is that on the car you have a regulated weight balance, how much you can have on the rear and the front, a percentage basically. We're 0.1%, 300 grams out. So it's an incredibly kind of harsh, I would say, penalty for obviously for ultimately a car that's still over the weight limit.
Mitch Evans going to the very back of the field, and the drivers who clipped that off-limits bollard or plastic pole paying the penalty for that, and elevating Jean-Eric Verne, our points leader, to the pole position.
Lucas, I thought you were starting on pole. What's going on?
I think pole starts on this side. I'm not really sure. No, there was some investigation after qualifying, which for me was an absolute joke, because they decided to basically disqualify three of the drivers by touching the pylon on the chicane, which was never discussed before, and then Jeff, which crashed into the wall and was 3 seconds off pace. Now he's on pole position and got the points. So for me, it's really frustrating after a super mega lap I did.
All 5 lights are on, and we go green in Mexico City. And let's see who gets the best start on the run down towards turn number 1. D'Ambrosio's got the lead covered, and Abt and Degrassi are so close to each other. Buemi looks to the outside line and goes through around the outside. Great move from Sebastian Buemi. D'Ambrosio covers the inside line, and Degrassi still tries to look to the inside line. So close between them. Degrassi locks up, manages to get it stopped in time, and takes the lead of the Mexico E-Prix.
Allez, on laisse pas partir Degrassi.
Here comes Buemi up the inside, coming down into 1.
Oh, c'est quoi ça? Il peut pas changer de ligne comme ça.
Buemi saying, what was that? Here comes Sebastian Buemi, tries to squeeze up the inside. Goodness me, how close between the two of them there. D'Ambrosio gave him sort of just enough room. Buemi's going to look to the inside. Oh, he's into the back of him. They come together and they go both straight over the chicane.
Jesus, he completely crashed into me.
That is not a very happy Swiss driver there in 3rd place. So you're coming down. D'Ambrosio kind of drives in the middle. No, Buemi turns left into him.
That's pretty much on Buemi's shoulders there. That's unfortunate. It's kind of silly to do when you have the car that he does and the position he does.
D'Ambrosio under pressure. Look from the inside from Buemi. He's darting around in the mirrors. He's trying to go around the outside. Great attempt from Sebastian Buemi. Surely he cut across the track there.
C'était pas passé, donc il faut qu'il rende la place.
So let's see what happens here with Sebastian Buemi. Is he going to give that place back?
He got the chicane, he got the chicane!
Copy, we know. We'll get it done. Just stay ahead of Prost.
And they're going to make contact there. Buemi slowing down, D'Ambrosio's going wide, through goes Prost, and I think Buemi's trying to slow to give the place back.
Je veux laisser passer 4 fois ce con.
Prost is through and Abt is through.
What is he doing?
And D'Ambrosio, apologies for the language, but he is absolutely livid, and so he goes straight over the chicane himself.
What's going on, guys? I don't understand.
Au final,
It's like the Wild West.
It's like wacky races. And has he done it now? Yes, he has. So Buemi has let D'Ambrosio back through into that second place. But here comes Sebastian Buemi, right under the wheels, and it's side by side for second. Goodness me, and Buemi is livid with D'Ambrosio.
I don't mind him closing the door, you know, but he has to close earlier. It's, you know, when I'm already committed to overtake him and he closed the door, all of a sudden I can't avoid touching him, you know. So I'm really disappointed by this, because even the race direction I felt didn't say anything, and you know, it could be dangerous, you know, if you either move earlier or you don't move, you know. You can't move while I'm already more or less there. I don't quite get it. I think he should have let me by and at least not close the door like that. But that's something we'll discuss next time, you know.
I think it was a close call. I mean, the only time he overtook me was cutting the chicane. Not much I could have done, and he made a big mess when he gave the place back. He just forced me to be offline, created a big, really big disaster.
Oh, Bird's gone wide! Bird goes straight on, and into the lead of the race goes Andre Lotterer. Bird went in too deep, turning right at Hong Kong Station, and he loses the lead of the race.
Sam just made a mistake. For the race, and
he's
made a mistake.
Lotterer makes the mistake. The two go side by side towards the chicane, like they did on the opening lap. Bird decides discretion the better part of valor there. Oh, another little nudge, nose-to-tail racing.
Lotterer is not good through turn 2, is he? He's really struggling on the slippery surface, and Sam Bird, is he going to try and just push him into mistake in turn 2? Because it's so tough to pass him.
Literally, or?
No. Okay. He's just, I don't think he'll make contact because he'll get in all kinds of trouble.
At what time to go? Actually, do you have to start rushing things? You nearly answered my question.
Yeah, he did. Oh, he's hit him again in the diffuser. Oh, I thought he was looking.
Oh, lock up from Lotterer. Lotterer goes in a bit deep. This could be Bird's opportunity to get the overlap. Not quite.
Just not enough. Yeah, just couldn't get a lock in as well. See if he can do it. He's looking.
They nudge. And Lotterer holds on.
Doesn't get any closer than that, does it? Just not enough. He just couldn't get enough gap to make that crossover we talked about.
Careful, mate, careful. There's the message from Laney.
That means we do not. Oh, we almost hit the inside wall. You do not want to do that. That's the biggest problem you could do, to snap the suspension.
Look at Eduardo Mortara in the silver Venturi. He's just lurking around now, being like, if you guys want to crash, be my guest. Oh, and Lotterer's got damage.
Flat tire.
Lotterer's got a puncture. He's out of the race. He's out of the battle for the lead. And Sam Bird is in front in Hong Kong. Sam Bird through the final corner, and he sees the checkered flag and wins on the streets of Hong Kong.
Man, can't believe.
It's very slippery down the inside. I braked, locked up, and hit him. It's a big shame, but you know, my heart goes out to him. He drove a great race. It's a shame they ended that way.